Hello.
I'm Cahill's Reckoning.
This is Michael Caine, and this is Book 2 is better.
It's going to get very, very loud.
Batman. All right.
Batman.
Enough of that. Enough of that.
I destroyed some Irish people in beach volleyball, and I was thinking about Cahill the whole time.
They call you a bunch of cunts?
No, they were so nice.
No, okay.
They were like the nicest people I ever met.
Never mind.
But they weren't good at beach volleyball. So
don't ask them about Murphy Stout. They'll jump down your fucking throat.
Man, you should still just be ruining the fact that you brought that up.
I'm wondering what like a U.S. equivalent of the dumb question I asked is.
Like, is Buc-ee's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, that would be a yes. I bet. What do Texans prefer, Shiner Bach or Buzzballs?
Yeah. Oh my God, man, my Buzzballs have really been in my life more than I'd like them to be
buzzing.
recently.
Travis sent me a photo of him drinking a Buzzball in a car.
Yeah, on Sunday night. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. Passenger side.
Yeah, yeah. Let's clarify. Thank you.
Yeah,
I don't know how to drive. I live in New York.
Never buzz and drive.
Never.
Buzz
I thought about getting the
driving.
big one. I thought about getting the humongo ball.
The biggie? Don't they have one that's even bigger than a biggie now?
Oh, I hope they do, because I'm ready to hit that thing.
Man.
You think I'm not bringing that to golf trip at Chambers?
Yeah, I think that's like a break in case of emergency. I'm playing bad and need to have a good time. I bought a bunch for the World Cup, and we got to the stadium very early. Realized we left them at the fucking apartment.
No.
I know. We had a bunch of World Cup themed buzz balls. And I think that's probably why Colombia didn't score.
That is true. I had the goal. It was goal. That's the one I had.
I like the Telemundo guy who goes, goal. I don't know if you heard that one.
I did start watching Telemundo a lot more because the Fox commercials pissed me off.
They got to have a rotation of more than 6 commercials.
It's the same Jeep ad over and over.
That's a killer. My great-grandmother, Doll, rest in peace.
Doll. What a good name for a grandma.
I mean, she was old as fuck when I was a conscious thinking person. She lived with my grandparents, and she had her own room. And she's basically deaf, as most 90-year-olds are. And really all she did all day was sit in her rocker and do word searches, not crossword, because, 90. And she watched Telemundo Soccer full blast, didn't speak a lick of Spanish.
I kind of love that.
But that got the 90-year-old pulse going.
A huge wake up from your nap to 100 volume goal.
Yeah, FC Juarez. She's just fucking turned.
Let's go.
Doing word searches.
Yeah. I never thought World Cup would take over my life this much, but it's been really fun.
It's been fun. It's been a great time. I'm sad that it's like kind of almost over.
Well, now that America's out, there's no point in watching.
All my America's out, Canada's out, Colombia's out. Now we've got our friendly idiot Viking. That's pretty much it.
He's my favorite.
He's the fucking best. I think that's my takeaway from World Cup. I hope he stays in my life.
Man.
God, a man-child. Best.
And I also want to see more foreign tourists eating big American foods. I've really discovered that makes me happy.
I saw this Japanese couple getting interviewed, and they go to the guy first. What do you want to try? He's like, Texas barbecue. And they go to the woman, like, what do you want to try? She's like, big beef. It's like, all right. I'm sure you can find that in some form.
It's going to be available. Welcome to Texas.
Get the big beef, baby.
A dinosaur rib.
Okay. Well, what is this book called? Of War and Ruin?
Of War and Ruin.
Of War and Ruin.
Well, that was nice. That was a soothing voice you just did.
Yeah. I think my post-flu voice is more soothing when I'm not coughing. And
to be fair, you gave yourself the flu by staying out till 4 a.m. every night in Miami.
I tried to be Colombian for one weekend. Didn't work. Gotta be
See,
me.
We're not built like that.
I am not. Okay. I think we're doing chapters 19 through 35 today.
We are.
More or less gets us to the midway point, but a nice stopping point. I think
it's a pretty good stopping point plot wise. Dikadika. Unless we're wrong. We haven't read any further.
Yeah. It feels,
It
famous last
feels.
words, it feels like Dikadika kind of hit a little wrapping up point. See you in book 4 in Dikadika.
I actually think it was too neat of a wrap up, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, suspiciously tidy. I believe you have some fun and games for us.
I do. I have a little prompt for you. And
Yeah.
the question
What's the worst
for
thing
you,
you've
my
ever
friend.
done?
Yes, on camera now. What fantasy world would be the best one to live in?
What about the worst?
You can also do that.
Well, can we do that too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I thought about this a lot, and sadly, I arrived at a really boring answer.
Oh.
It's Harry Potter, man.
Okay, for best or worst?
Best.
I don't know.
I'm assuming I'm magical. I know that I wouldn't be. Come on, look at me.
You're
But
obviously a muggle. But
yeah, I know. But that's the thing about the other fantasy worlds is I'd be a fucking peasant. I'd be a cobbler. I'd be in
you
the fields.
mud-blooded freak.
Yeah. So I'm going Harry Potter because one, I think we could solve poverty with that type of magic.
Yeah.
I'd live in a weird tower somewhere on the heath and play links golf and have 10 cats. Why not?
mean, that's cool. I think the existence of Hogsmeade, the existence of talking photos, which we have already.
Well, I got Alexa right here. What are you talking about?
You ever seen a Jiffy?
Hey, look at this. This is a chimpanzee and a cat's AI. Whatever. Who cares? They're talking.
But I think, okay, my disagreement with Harry Potter is Wizard War.
Brother, what fantasy world doesn't have Wizard War?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but the war is over.
The war is never over.
Okay, I'm going to turn that logic back on you in whatever world you pick. I'm saying it's got the whimsy, it's got the charm, it's got baddies.
Yeah. Okay, best. All right. Do you want to hear Angela's best?
Oh, is it going to be fucked up?
It took me by surprise. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Magic school bus.
Does that count?
It does. It's a fantasy world where the teacher, Miss Fritz or whatever, takes the children
she
and
just really wants to ride a red blood cell or something.
Yeah, you want to go. It's like Osmosis Jones. Get in there.
I don't like that at all. It's just our world.
I thought it was cool.
I don't know. Okay. I also didn't watch that a lot as a kid, and I found there's something off-putting.
Because you were watching Christian gospel music.
Veggie Tales?
Yeah, actually.
That's the answer. Oh my God.
It's not because it's all parables and parables are disasters.
Dude, do you think I would shit my pants if I saw Goliath, the giant cucumber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my answer was either Blue-Pilled Matrix, where you're just having a great time.
Well, are you having a great time? I'm pretty sure Neo's just working a desk job.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just our world.
It is just our world, but that's kind of cool. Or San Finocchio from Big Hero 6.
Really didn't think of, I guess Harry Potter is kind of for kids. But yeah, I didn't really think about children's media. That would be where you go to a place with no pain.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, so many I thought about all the Pixar movies. They just don't quite feel right. Although I did pick a Pixar movie.
No. Wait, isn't it? Is that not DreamWorks?
Maybe it is. Yeah, I guess it is DreamWorks.
I like Princess Mononoke. No, dude, all the Ghibli stuff is too scary.
It's scary, man.
Yeah, no, I can't see no face. No, thank you.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm such a coward.
That's why San Finocchio is cool. You just do cool science.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a
I like that.
Baymax buddy that it's like
that's a good answer.
The tire man.
Okay.
Worst.
I got 2, but you should lead off this time because I went first last time.
I'm gonna go with NPC and Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Well, oh Jesus Christ, are you in the dungeon?
Yeah. You were like an NPC helper in Dungeon Crawler Carl.
That sucks. Yeah, that's really that's very interesting. Because I don't think of that as like the darkest series in the world,
No, but it's dark.
but
Some
it's
of the
a
things
good
that
answer
happen,
for one you'd least want to participate in.
and also kind of the one of the big points of the series is NPC
The nature of
awareness
the
of their
yeah,
surroundings.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a really good answer.
thank you.
I was I was just gonna go straight down the pipe with Malazan.
I thought about Malzahn. It's just like a chain of dogs.
I don't
Like,
need like Joknakar, the god of pain and blisters, like to be walking the earth with me. I was also thinking just like straight up Game of Thrones. Where
yeah,
like I don't want to just be like a hacking peasant in 14th century Hungary.
it is brutal.
Because it's
Anything
like pretty
medieval.
realistic. Plus, everyone is way meaner, and they're
Yeah.
dragons.
Yeah,
And
anything where you just like have no society or technological advancement and live in like medieval squalor.
I mean, pre-sewage. Honestly,
Yeah.
we got to have sewage, and I don't think they consistently had sewage.
I don't think they did at all.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay, well,
Okay. Pretty good.
listeners, let us know if you think of anything else. The fifth season would be would be on a short list of horrible.
Fifth season.
Just
I
perma
was
earthquake land.
the earthquake depression island. I was thinking an honorable mention is the cocaine cowboy magic society or whatever. What was that? What's
I
that
don't
series?
remember Powder Mage.
Powder Mage.
I don't remember much other than that it was like kind of vaguely French.
It's like every setting of like castle feudal stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But dudes just rip cocaine and fire off magic spells at each
Yeah.
other.
I mean, just being dropped into any like From Software game, like having to live in
Yeah.
Bloodborne or Elden Ring or Dark Souls,
Ooh, yeah.
would be I mean, pretty much everyone there is undead. And
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
that's back in hyper realistic pre-sewage societies. Oh man.
I mean, like Cyberpunk, still no for me. I don't want to be in Cyberpunk.
I wouldn't mind living in like Final Fantasy VII though.
Yeah.
You know? That kind of I think like a dystopian future would be it's a hop, skip, and a jump from I live in Los Angeles, dude. I am in the dystopia. This place sucks.
You're either on fire or in traffic. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's better about that.
Yeah. Okay. Get to
Okay.
watch our
Well, good game.
overlords. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to talk about this section at a high level, or do we want to just raw dog this summary and then go? We're 12 minutes in.
Yeah, I think we can just hop in there. Plenty of
Summary?
thoughts. Yeah.
Can you say something to prime the pump, and then I'm going to start my summary?
Prime the pump. Gas is $6.50.
Ayo! All right, summary of chapters 19 through 35 of War and Ruin by Ryan Cahill. Kayla and Co. are still on their backpacking trip through the burnt lands, and all that taint got the boys feeling different. After the group realizes that their madness is supernatural and not a logical response to being dragged through the desert by an 18-year-old boy king to save a teenager who has no strategic importance in the revolution, they come up with a plan that I will now describe in the style of Christopher Rocchio. With madness so close at our heels, I ordered our men to fashion ropes and straps from their vestments. With these, we would bind our hands and gag our tongues so that we might be hoisted in turns through those lone and level sands, through that land in which the might of Osmandius fell to its inevitable decay. So bound, we were each, as Odysseus, tied to our own masts, and the sirens were the primal howlings of our own minds. And when we finally passed through that dismal place, like the dead aboard Charon's infernal ferry, we found ourselves on the shores of that grandest of kingdoms, Italy. And then I told my companions that their gods were not real.
Well done. Well done. It was
Thank
like
you,
reading Hadrian all over again.
Thank you. Oh, and Kalen turned half the desert into glass. Sick.
Yeah.
Now that we're 5 minutes into the summary, let's check in with the others. The Book 2 is Better editorial committee is forced to eat a little crow because the Dikadika plotline is actually pretty good here.
Yeah.
Dallin and Belina sneak through the sewers at Kyra's request to play the role of poopy diplomat / kidnapper. They nab Damon's would-be assassin, who, reminder, is not Damon himself, then meet with Ivan and convince him to convince Damon to meet with Dallin, who's going to convince Damon to not be shitty. The details don't really matter. Dalin completely blows his meeting with Daemon, but that doesn't matter either because those nasty, treacherous dwarves start throwing bolts again and bedlam breaks out. In a surprise hero turn, Daemon rushes out to defend his people, and his reward is an axe to the chest. Ivan is also killed in the battle, treachery still unconfessed, which proves the truth of the old adage, it's only a lie if you get caught. Kyra ultimately saves the day by marching in her troops and committing a bit of heretofore unheard of dwarf-on-dwarf violence. And now that Belduar is kingless, she's got her eyes on a replacement, Dalin, whose skills in diplomacy are clearly unrivaled. But that doesn't really go anywhere. It's exam season back at Wizard School, and Arist is presented with his hardest test yet, the Trial of Faith, which requires him to use blood magic. Pass the test and you bind yourself to the traitor god. Fail the test and your professor rips your soul from your body. Riss spends some time weighing these two delightful options and is eventually visited by the one and only Fane Mortem, who tells him that the traitor god is actually a really nice guy and it's racist to call essence blood magic. I'm convinced. Give me the death juice. Dane is tasked with reforming the legendary Voltaran force known as the Anduri, but he's got to kick a little ass first to convince all those stodgy Voltarans to follow him. Does it work? Not really, but it's a step. Finally, Kalimvar spends an afternoon at the map of the Dark One's taint to plot out a very important attack. A snack attack! Surprise, it's a charcuterie chapter. Kyle penned the first mukbang in fantasy history, and you can watch Travis recreate it on our Patreon. Subscribe now. Finally, a quick update on Dan and Ella. They're still alive. The end.
Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you.
I
worked a little harder on that one.
That was a really good one. There's some truly hilarious moments in this section, and I'm glad you captured them.
I did, yeah. I no longer read with an eye for plot or lore. I read with an eye for jokes I can make in summary.
My favorite part, the thing that made me laugh out loud, was getting a one-page POV cameo of Daemon where he just says, "I fucking hate flowers," and then dies.
I'm so tired of these luminescent flowers. Give
so
me a bulb.
Pretty. I hate them. The
of all the things
chapter.
You could hate, like refugee quarters with no sewers, fucking persistent darkness. No, it's the glowing flowers.
I'd like to really focus in this entire review on the Kalimvar eating sequence mukbang.
Mukbang.
In honor of Joey Chestnut's victory this past weekend.
Yeah, shout out. Did you see the thing that they were asking people? Who do you think would win if the competition was to eat one hot dog, run 100 meters? Usain Bolt versus Joey Chestnut. Eat the hot dog first, then run.
I've thought a lot about it, and it's Joey Chestnut.
I talked through this with Gaffy, and she was not interested. So,
a nice little one-sided conversation.
Yeah, I was really just hashing it out, and she was not listening.
I did the classic where I saw different groups of friends on the same day, so I got to recycle the same interesting question and seem really cool.
Okay, so you got more thought. So you landed on Joey. What's the reasoning?
Because it's going to take him 1 second to eat a hot dog.
Yeah, that was my assumption as well.
And then probably 15 to 18 seconds to run 100 meters.
Yeah.
It's going to take an average person more than 10 seconds to eat a single dog. So
even if they're
looking
trying
at 20
their
flat.
hardest.
Like, it's not going to go down that fast. Just
he's
chewing.
Got the water. He gets the soggy dog.
I don't think the layman...
Slop it up.
I don't think the layman can slop a glizzy that quick.
Makes the night
and
way
then
more
run
fun.
and then run 100 meters.
Okay, but yeah, my back of the napkin math was a little sketch. So I was like, okay, Usain Bolt's running that shit in like 9-10 seconds. Sorry, I'm going to be coughing this whole episode. 9-10 seconds for his 100. I don't know how long. It's a really short distance. So I don't know how long it takes a normie to run it, but I was assuming like 15 seconds.
I was saying like 15, yeah.
So he only has to eat the dog in like 5 seconds.
Right.
Fuck. I just think
there's no way.
You might be right.
Do you know how fast
1,
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
You can't get a dog down that fast.
Like if my life depended on it?
Well, also, was that not the greatest podcast content of all time? Us counting to 5. Slightly offbeat.
We've got a new show coming out called 0 to 100, in which we count to 100.
Isn't that how Mr. Beast started? Didn't he just count to 1 million? Mr. Beast?
Sesame Street?
Mr. Beast.
Oh, he just counted to 1,000,000?
Yeah.
Wait, I have an idea for a new show for us.
Tell me.
It's a YouTube thing. It's going to take us years. We play a full a full game of Campaign for North Africa 1940 to 1943.
I think if we played it in true D&D fashion, where we gave everybody characters and voices and lore and backstory, I
Someone
think it'd
has
be
to be
good.
the Italians.
Yeah.
Yeah, listeners,
Arrivederci.
I feel like the average person who listens to the show does know about this, but it's
Yeah.
a famously convoluted board game that, yeah, I think the stat was like if you met with a group and played for 3 hours twice a week, it would take you like 30 years to finish a game. Um, I don't know. It's got thousands of components. The rule that everyone points out to explain how dumb this game is that if you're playing as the Italians, like you have to provision your troops with more water so that they can boil pasta. It's worth a Google. There's a good Wikipedia on this
It
game.
is.
So if you're
Yeah.
interested in that, drop us an email and Travis and I will play a full round.
I think my New York apartment is physically too small to host the board game. I think there are too many pieces and components.
There's so many pieces that they ask you to make your own at some point.
Oh my God.
I was reading the rule book today. It's on like archive.org. Where are we at?
I think we're at lightning round, characters that aren't in the book very much.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to do we're devoting 90 seconds or less to each of Dan, Ella. Honestly, we can't even do Farda because he literally isn't in it. Okay, it's just Dan and Ella.
And Kalinvar.
And we
just because you want to talk
get
about
2
his
minutes for Kalinvar?
charcuterie, sure, you can get 120 seconds.
Okay, let's start with Ella.
Okay.
One, I question the necessity for her to get in really good shape and become a fighter.
You know,
Thoughts?
It's weird because she's always been a natural fighter in this book for no good reason. Like, she's always held her own and slashed Uruk throats for...
We did learn she's 5'6", which, given her Uruk, I kind of thought she'd be more of a hoss.
I mean, she's smacking throats in.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I agree. I don't think a training montage... I thought she'd be
like a D1 softball player.
Yeah. Yeah, she got a wicked underhand, you know? But I also kind of wish she had a cooler... I don't know. I'm less interested in her becoming a traditional sword warrior Amazoness, you know? She needs, like, throwing knives or something cool.
I think she needs a 50 wyvern that she can remote control.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cooler for her to practice druid magic than run up a mountain?
She does. She
practiced a little bit.
You know what's horrible is that the first time she mind melds with her dog, she experiences deep sadness.
I felt really bad about the dog's like, I'm so sorry.
Dude, if I went into Billy's mind and felt even a hint of sadness, I would not recover.
Yeah, what if he's just going through all the regrets he has in his whole life, you know?
I vomited on the rug and the hardwood was right there. I could have puked there. Avery was so mad. I can't believe I did that. He loves me so much. Also, where's my fucking dinner?
Yeah. You know, okay, so I didn't love the training montage. What I also didn't love is her Joe Rogan interview style of listening, where they're trying to tell her a story and she keeps fucking interrupting they're trying to tell her about druids and she's like, what does this have to do with me? Every 10 seconds. It was infuriating. I hated it.
Yeah. I'm not interested in where she's going. Like the druid stuff's cool. Their role in the revolution, very cool. It's just like she just really wasn't in this section that much.
Yeah,
so
as a listener 1-star review pointed out, I actually like the book. Don't worry.
Yeah. First of all, thank you to the listener who sent us a 1-star review. We'll
cherish it.
We'll read that one aloud once we get through our coverage of this book.
Yeah. Kalinvar time.
Don't let me forget that. Kalinvar, snack attack. Wow. You know what blew my mind? There's a section break in this chapter, and when it comes back, he's still snacking.
Yeah. But he's snacking even more aggressively.
God.
He's like slathering a roll with butter.
There's
actually, the
so
snack
much
he made
slathering
really
and
good.
smothering.
He made it was like a ham and cheese and honey. and bread and like it sounded
Each
really good.
each mouthful is artfully assembled.
Indeed. He's a sandwich artist.
Oh man.
But that's pretty
Knights
much all
of
I have.
Knights of Acheron open Jimmy John's franchise. Could be something there.
All my
Um
notes on Kalimbar are extended eating sequence.
Extended eating sequence. He also this is just a fantasy classic. He doesn't know how to do something with magic. Someone gives him an idea and he's like, "What if I try that?" And then it fucking immediately works. He's trying to he's trying to figure out where the taint is, which I mean, honestly, aren't we all? And the guy, someone gives him the idea of sort of like superimposing it onto a map, and he,
Mhm.
he ends up with the taint map.
I mean, pretty cool. And he gets a book of pretty much all the secrets of the Grand Meisters of the past. So he's
Yeah.
gonna learn how to be a Grand Meister.
Yep. And I assume this is going somewhere, but there's a tremendous amount of taint in the Burnt Lands, and
A lot of
I'm
time.
not totally sure why.
Too
Um,
much.
too much. Spread the taint. You got to get that oil dispersed.
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess that'll go somewhere, even though our characters are no longer in the Burnt Lands. But
Yep. And confirming that Arden slash Haim is going to be a very important character, one way or the other.
yeah, yep, they're not leaving stage. So that's kind of all we got for Calibar and the KOA.
Peace. Dan
And
time.
Dan,
Dan, Daniel.
I mean, all we really get from them is that they go to the edge of the Burnt Lands,
Like, fuck that shit.
realize that Kalen went in, get mad, and end of sequence.
And then they ask their furry friend to send a thought cord around the desert.
Yes, yeah, that's interesting. And the furry says, "We don't really have people in there, but we'll do our best."
He's also like, it's more of like a physical thing, and it's a little weird, and I don't want you to watch me while I do it.
Yeah, fascinating.
Two fun other parts from this bit, because that is plot wise pretty much all we get. Is Aeson losing the spark?
Interesting. I didn't pick this up.
Did you notice that? There's a point where he's like, the spark was harder to access than it was in the past. And it got me thinking, what is the age limit on spark users? Like, do they ever, like, we haven't really, they're clearly all like 400 to 800 years old or something, but
Yeah, all the other old people.
I don't really know.
You think it's just a proximity to the Burnt Lands kind of thing?
It could be.
That would be the like lamest, simplest explanation.
But it could be something
That's
about him being
interesting.
a Rakina, and he's like, because some can't access the spark after their dragon's ladder.
Right. Wonder, Farda's still ripping, but yeah, it does like, it hits everyone different.
Yep.
The whole being bound
and
and
then
then broken.
We get Dan's new nickname. I don't know if you caught it.
Dan Urek Splitter? No, I didn't catch this.
Dan Sureheart, which was really sweet.
Okay. Yes. I'll take it.
Done.
I'll take it.
Fiend and Farda scene, none. Rip.
Nothing
He's
from
never coming back.
Farda. Yeah, nothing really from Theron. Man. No, like, yeah, and no, like, little fun odds and ends like Eltuar or whatever.
Yeah, we do get new POVs from, I wrote them down, Damon, Alina, Veril, Ivan, and Kira.
Happy International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Ryan Cahill has heard the haters, and now we got 3 female POVs. Suck it.
They get 4 pages each. Back to Kayla.
Do you want to save Alina? Because I actually thought her section was really interesting.
Yeah. Why don't we... Wouldn't you want to do Dikadika or Burnt Lands?
Let's end with Dikadika, because I feel like that's the heart and soul of this. Okay.
It feels like the soul of this
Burnt
section.
Lands. We really got a Salmon Frodo going nuts in Mordor type of thing going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. At a high level, how did you enjoy our march through the Burnt Lands?
It was a bit of a march.
A little chain of dogs. You got to suffer. as
It's
a reader?
also, to me, it's a fantasy mainstay that I don't love personally, and that is more of a me thing. Like I don't love the like desecrated place evil aura turning people against each other, and like because there's no actual conclusion. Like it kind of cheats the like friendship sequence where it's not an actual test of friendship. It's like as soon as you walk out of this veil, everything's fine again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you had a bad trip on acid or something. It's
Yeah.
like, well, ultimately that wasn't real. So, you
It's
know?
like when you cheat on like your partner wakes up and is like, you cheated on me in my dream and I'm mad at you today.
I like the way you started saying that. It's like when you cheat on your partner,
I was like, I need to say this carefully.
and then you lie to them about it, and so they don't know. So effectively, it wasn't real.
Yeah, that's just
Um,
like Kaylin.
yeah, no, I was feeling that. It's like it wasn't badly written or anything, but it's
No.
just like I guess the more generous read is that the evil taint or whatever is kind of they're saying stuff that they feel but wouldn't have said, you know?
Yeah.
And I think they do confront that, right? They're like, yes, I fucking have my questions about this mission, Galen, but I'm with you.
Right. And I
But
thought
yeah,
Eric actually did that the best. Like
yeah,
Eric's speech was actually quite good. When he's
yeah,
like, I don't trust you. I don't know if this is the right thing to do.
yeah. But I will say, and like when I was most down on this
Hmm.
sequence, Cahill whipped out a fucking crazy ass action sequence, and Kalen turned the
Yeah.
desert to glass and won me right back. So
God, was that cool when he made the glass spikes and
the
everything's
glass
just
spikes
dangling
was
like Christmas
really
ornaments.
cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Because he
that
doesn't
was
know
so
what he's
sick.
going to do. And then we sort of time jump, cut to another perspective, and
Hmm.
he is officially gone sicko mode. So
Yeah,
that was really cool.
that
I
was
got
cool.
to
Oh yeah,
say.
we gotta say, I
That's
didn't
kind of,
love
and
the Naka or whatever, the little gremlins. They're like
there's two.
Parathon 2.0.
Every biome has its own like a kind of level 5 critter
Yeah,
that you've got to be able to
exactly.
kill. I don't know. End on a high note. They ended on a real high note.
They really did.
Um,
Um,
that's a really cool sequence. So
Very cool. There also, I actually thought there was more humor in this, maybe just the way I was reading it than I thought there would in a, March Across the Desert. But
yeah,
I like, there was a good phrase that Kaylin used, which is, it's not rotting like I'd expect. It didn't sit well with my constitution. So I was like,
yeah.
all right, Kaylin, hit me.
Um, fuck, I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Dragon
Oh,
mode, dream sequence.
oh, another. I don't know if this is intentional comedy, but there's a part where they're all supposed to be marching, and Kalen is like having a mind meld with Valeris and like cuddling his little doggy boy. Everyone looks back at him like, "What the fuck are
What
you
the fuck,
doing? Get on
Kaylin?
the road!" That's great.
Also, when they have to spin the spirit webs to keep people from going insane, all I
Yeah.
was imagining was the Disney Channel wand drawing,
Oh
before
yeah.
every Disney Channel show.
Corey in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, I'm
Um,
sure that's what Kyle wanted us to do in this section.
I'm kind of thinking like a Corey in the house thing in the Desert of Madness. Would that work? Um, here's a thread that's left dangling for me. What's up with Ilnaean and this whole like fallen city shit? It's
Yeah.
like calling to Kalen. I kind of thought we were gonna go there pre Italy.
I had it kind of as the one of the riddle solutions. They have to find the lost
Yeah,
city. That's part of the riddle. I thought this would be a nice, puzzle
I
piece,
just
but
thought they were going now. I'm sure like that. It's not forgotten. It'll come back. But
right.
I don't know. I thought it was gonna be in the shitty desert, and they would go do a quest there.
I really didn't expect them to pop out in Italy,
Yeah.
like through just instantaneous.
Here's a question. Are we sure they're in Italy?
I think so.
It's not like a mirage.
I
They're
don't
not
think
in the
so.
Forbidden City and it looks real nice, but it's actually Devil City.
I think it would be. Actually, you know what? It could totally be. You could totally be right. But for some reason I didn't think that. Mainly because
I'm not betting on it.
they have the actual description where I forgave Cahill for his earlier tower descriptions.
Tower Sins.
So the reason the towers are so big rectangle vibes in Berona is because dragons can land on top of them. And I was like, cool, I'm with you now.
Dragons can land wherever the fuck they want. Wait, they can land on a dome.
I just thought, I'm a Cahill apologist. What can I
They
say?
can't land on a pyramid. No, they could land on a pyramid.
Yeah, they're like hawks. They can land on whatever. They're birds of prey. One question I have for you. Yeah, what'd you think of the dreams? What was your take on his very, very real dreams?
Great song by Fleetwood Mac. I don't know if it's druid shit or something else.
Yeah.
If he's a druid, he's one of the backwards looking ones.
Yes, because he sees real things that happen, like Rhett getting justice for Rhett.
Justice for Rhett, a good guy, notwithstanding what the Chainbreaker says about him.
Indeed.
I don't know. I'm also, that's another fantasy thing. I'm not crazy about his dream sequences. I think I'm still scarred from Wheel of Time books like 1 through 9. Too many Teleron Riodes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see if he's going to be a druid also.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll end up being useful.
I think so. The last thought I have on this section is I'm still scared Kaelin's going too far into dragon mode, aka goblin mode. His eyes are getting a little purple.
Yeah, I do. There's some stuff. We're going to have a lore corner coming up when we have Rist and Fane talking. And there's a little bit about like, humans, elves, whatever, being tethered to the dragons to temper the rage of the dragons. And I think that points to some of our same concerns. I'm still like maybe on a nuclear disarmament kind of track with the dragons.
I think so.
Love you, Valeris, but they're troubling creatures.
They're
without
very
question.
scary. They're very
I'm just
scary.
saying, if F.E.L.Tier had made the dragons, we'd be talking about them a little different.
A little bit, like some evil ass dragons.
Yeah, I think they might be evil
Nazgul.
as it is. I don't know. It's guns don't kill people, people kill people.
That's true.
Dragons kill people, though. That's the thing. That's where the logic doesn't hold.
That's true. Speaking of that moral quandary, might be a good transition to Rist and the argument about whether killing is ever okay.
Shout out philosophy.
Shout out moral relativity.
Relativism?
Sure.
I don't know. I had to take an apologetics class in high school. I had to learn defense of the faith.
Wow. We did have a theology class in high school, but
yeah,
I didn't apologize for shit.
Ours was taught by like a real own the libs guy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a C.S. Lewis fuckers. Yeah, you know the type. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. What are we at? They had to read this book called The Case for Christ. And it was about like this journalist who tell me this isn't a great setup for this type of book. A journalist who set out to disprove the existence of Jesus and ended up becoming a Christian. Holy fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I do want you to read the Paulo Coelho, the whatever it is, the Alchemist book at some point. We'll get your takes on that. Yeah, it's not long.
Yeah. I don't know. Bonus
app, religious literature.
Yeah, why not? Okay, Rist. Magic School, Trial of Faith. We introed the Trial of Faith last time, right?
I think no, we didn't. This is new.
Okay.
We knew there was a Trial of Faith, but this is when they actually tell him what it is.
Well, Garamond takes him in to the library. Oh. And we get the test, which is do blood magic. Try drugs. How about that?
Yep. You have 1 week in the library with all these books.
All the... You know what's a great little bit here? He's like, no, there's no forbidden books. It's just... it's up here because people want privacy.
I love it. He's like, not a single book here is forbidden. And it's like, well, you just burned all the ones you didn't want people to read.
Yeah. Don't give me... None of them are forbidden. We've taken care of the ones we wouldn't want you to read. But
you can read this whole propaganda magazine.
Yeah.
Every page.
But yeah, it is funny. It's like trial of faith, but you don't have to take it on faith now.
Yeah.
This is like their best honeypot, is that they like kind of let Rist be himself a little bit and like
Hmm.
find his own way to accepting their doctrine. So
They're playing him
reasonably
really well.
effective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're playing him well, and he is like throughout. He is a doubter. Like he is kind of stone cold at one point. It was like, without facts, this is another story. Is something he tells
Yeah.
Fane, which is a badass thing to say to the Emperor.
Yeah. He's
Who's
like honest to a fault. Like,
yeah,
but at least
they're winning
Garamond
him
and
over.
eventually Fane are like kind of charmed by his just like straightforwardness.
Yeah, and he in turn is charmed by the fact that if he says no, they will.
That's my one complaint about the trial of faith. It's not like, okay, and then just you're out of school. It's like, oh, we're gonna flay you.
Yeah,
Which
we're
makes
gonna strip the spirit from your body.
yeah. Is that here's the question. Is that where all the Alamance stuff's going? Because there've been all kinds of stuff about him wondering what's going on with Alamance. Is he gonna become one somehow? You know?
So this actually brought up a theory. I'm glad you mentioned it because on one hand, I'm like, okay, if an Alamant is somebody who refused the trial of faith,
Mhm.
then they're way cooler now in the book. Like they are powerful mages who just said no to blood magic
Yeah.
and potentially could be like part of the rebellion arc and storyline,
Yeah.
and
Conscientious
maybe even take
objectors.
Rist in or something, or they could just be people who weren't good enough at magic and flunked out of the academy, and I don't know which one they are.
Both useful in their own way.
Indeed.
Yeah. Um, yeah, very interesting. We also get there's some like other stuff that's in here. One, Rist receives a recommendation to read James Islington.
Yes,
Again, not
the
expected.
weak are many, the strong few by Gorgamel Artir.
Wait, what was you asked me for the title of the fourth book of The Will of the Many, and I gave
Yeah,
you a fake one?
yeah. I can't remember what you texted. I believed it though.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
Because what's
You
the
said,
third
okay,
one?
you said, quote Travis, June 30. Islington's third book is named The Justice of One. IDKY, but I fucking hate that. And I responded, Book 4 is tentatively titled The Unity of All, which is appalling.
I bought it. I mean, it fits.
The
What
Unity
can I
of
say?
All.
We've
It's going
already
to be
proven
something
that
like that.
your made up book titles can fool the best author. We've already established this on
That's
the
a great
pod.
point. That is my talent.
It is.
Okay. We also get, man, we get some philosophy stuff that I don't know. I like when authors include this stuff, but for me, they get into this whole debate about like, Rist is like, you can never kill. And they're like, well, what if there's a serial murderer who's going to stab your mom in the neck? I was like, okay, well, yeah. Like Rist probably would have thought of that, I would think.
Yeah, and then I mean, we also get I mean, at the end of it, it's kind of this argument that like life is equal, like life is life in the eyes of the gods.
Love is
Like they
love.
don't love is love, but his argument towards the end, once we get the Urak lore dump, is that why is it worse for them to kill to save their own versus humans killing each other in pointless war? And it's like, who's to say an Urak life is worth less than a human life? And that's what the gods just all about. And I don't know.
It does a little bit fall apart under scrutiny. We'll see if Rist gets there or not.
Yeah.
I think the fan conversation was a little more interesting, but the like, is it ever okay to kill one felt a little. I think Rist is smarter than the conversation that they were
Right.
having, was probably my complaint with it. Like,
Do you think it delved a little bit in? We chatted a little bit about this, but like one of our complaints about Wind and Truth was Sanderson writing philosophy when that's not his strong point.
yeah. I mean, honestly, that is exactly what I was thinking of was
Yeah.
I I like the concept. I like trying to work on this, but I think if you're going to go in it, you probably need to go a little bit deeper and get to some of the knottier issues
Mm-hmm.
in this sort of philosophy, because the types of questions that they're asking and answering, I think, are too elementary for these characters, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're going to do this, I don't think it should be baby's first trolley problem, you know?
Right. Like,
Um,
we give us a little bit more credit than that, maybe.
yeah. And like, obviously the author's capable of that. And like the characters are capable of having, I think, more interesting conversations than the one we got.
Yeah.
Like I think even in this section, like it's super basic, but Belina and Dane have this whole conversation about like honor and, I think Dallin.
Yeah.
Maybe this one's easier to believe because Dallin's kind of a dummy. But, they have this whole thing about like, Dallin's like, yeah, you follow orders, you honor, serve or whatever. And she's like, okay, well, what if your king's a crazy person? It's like, oh. But that's more believable coming from Dallin. And I think it's a more classic hard case too,
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Also, Dallin's the guy who's like, as you pointed out, like, you mean I can help people without killing them?
Yeah, he does have a realization. he's, he's like, what, man, maybe I could just go around and like feed people and just like do acts of service instead of killing all the time.
This is great.
He's
This is
working.
way less
He's
PTSD
working on
inducing.
things. He should be king though.
He should
That's
be.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as Rist is pondering,
Mhm.
he's paid a visit by the humble Fane Mortem. Takes a break
Humble
from the
king.
desk. How'd
My
you
boy
find
strolling
this?
up in a t-shirt with a big old blood essence thingy.
And a dead bird.
Yeah. You want to see a magic trick, kid?
Spoiler, this was fucking great. Loved this.
Yeah. Again, every chapter Fane has been in, because it's so edging for me as a reader. I'm like, oh, give me that one Fane chapter at the end of every book.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Top tier, S tier content for me. So yeah, Fane comes on in here. He's like, kid, you want to know the history of the world?
You want book
We're all
learning?
immigrants.
Hey, one love, man.
Um,
One person's blowing up a continent is another person's looking out for your kids. That's what
yeah,
I'm
who's
saying.
to say? Who's to say?
I do love that he's like he's like a scholar, you know? He's like he's a thinking man. He sees himself in Rist. It's
He
great.
basically
I'm
lives in a
glad he's
library.
not just like a fucking goth overlord who loves
Yeah,
blood.
he was. Yeah, you're right. He does talk about his backstory that he was a scholar, but he was just so good at shooting spells of lightning and fire that they're like, yo, battle mage.
Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way.
Do you want to talk through the Fane and Morton lore corner?
Lore corner. Okay, baby. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Humans. They ain't from here.
No, they
They're
ain't.
from, in fact, somewhere else. From a place that starts with the letter T.
Wow,
Hello.
great lore corner.
Tyransia, my friends.
Yes.
Humans. It says, did you know humans were not born in Etheria? We migrated here thousands of years ago from Tyransia. There you go. And they brought their gods with them, the Druidic gods.
Give me some Cosmere shit.
There we
That's
go.
what
So
I'm feeling.
We got Kagan, we got Dvalin, we got Bjorna, we got Vethnir, and Fenrir. How about them?
Yeah, all gods are Norse, no matter whether you're a human or a druid or
It doesn't matter. It's Norse.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
Norse shit. When are we getting some Egypt? Okay.
Oh,
So here's the thing. They're the Druidic gods. However, it's a lesser brand of god. It's a what is it? What's the off-brand Lego? Playmobil?
I was thinking Lincoln
Mega
Logs.
Blocks?
It might be Mega Blocks, yeah.
Yeah, okay. They're the Mega Blocks gods. The Lego gods are the Inkara. These friends. And these guys, they had a pact of non-intervention. Shout out to Cosmere.
Mhm.
They live in an ethereal plane, but I think we were like, why is the traitor god a traitor god? Who would make a traitor god? Seems like a bad god to make. Became the traitor god by interfering directly in the world of mortals.
He did not like that people stayed dead.
He didn't like all the killing.
What the fuck, guys?
per this account of the gods, let me throw a huge asterisk in this lore corner. I think we are now creating the propaganda library that Rist is reading.
I was going to say, can we preface the unreliable narrator that is the Emperor of Darkness and Death?
Yeah. So per Fane's telling, Ephialtir was sort of like the god of life. Like, you know, there's a god that made the seas, there's a god that made the mountains, it's whatever. And he's the god who like gave everything life. And then when people started fighting, idiots, he's pissed.
Say, I brought you into this world and I can take you out of it.
I could take you out or bring you back. So he came back down, and then we get the whole essence thing, blood magic, whatever. Yes.
He smushed the realms together.
Yep. So there's now a tether between the gods and the whatevers. And that's how we get essence. And, you know, life can come from death. Which is the,
life can be
positive
recycled.
Spin on all this.
He invented reincarnation.
Sounds good. Would you like to see a bird? Okay. But we also get a bunch of Urak lore too. He says, like, when I was upon my travels, I came across a shaman. He invited me into his home. Yeah. So he meets an Urak shaman who says, would you like to know of my people? And he learns that the Uraks got a taint of their own. Some sort of disease has taken the Uraks. It's transmitted, whatever. You're born with it, and it kills you.
Mm-hmm.
So Ephialtir says, how about I give you evil blood gems, and if you kill people, you can heal each other?
Yeah, when we say it out loud, it doesn't sound quite as good.
Yeah. He tries to frame this in a positive way. Because Rist is obviously like, well, couldn't the god have like made it so that they could heal without killing a bunch of people? And he's like, listen, people
kill each other all the time.
People kill. I killed a guy this morning. Yeah. It's a man.
When we say
we
it
should
loud,
offer a better answer,
worse.
but like maybe there is no better answer because his god is evil. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he gets into the like Urak life is just as good as a human life again, but when we're saying this argument out loud, it's not a good argument.
No, it's not great. We also don't really have any evidence that like Urak, can they really like think and talk and shit?
I was going to say,
just
because
the shamans.
The only shamans that I've seen have also been batshit lunatics. So I'm not buying it.
I don't know, man. This is
also,
are we Hadrian?
Yeah, I think
Wipe out the fucking Uraks. God told me to. Yeah.
We're Polytretes.
Yeah. I don't know. But that's our lore corner. So now we know why the Uraks be killing.
Yep.
And
we also know, fun fact, dwarves can't bond with dragons.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, we already mentioned this, but the like one god created the dragons, and it's like they're wrathful creatures. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He coded them that way. So to temper their never-ending wrath, they can bond with humans, elves, Jotnar, and they'll become less wrathful. So
indeed,
I would have made them less wrathful from the get-go. So, I guess that's kind of it, right?
Yeah, and it ends with Rist, I think, being a little more warm to the Empire than he was before. He's like, you know what, Fane, kind of a normal guy, not like the bloodthirsty lunatic I thought he was.
Do you think he's going to do it?
I'm wondering if the intervention of Kaelin and co comes before, after, or during.
They find him with the gem in his hand about
That's
to
what I'm
suck.
saying. It
Don't
might
suck
be
that
one
gem.
Of the, no. Yeah. And he's like, Kaelin, no. But he's sucking the gem. And it's like, oh.
His eyes go all red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. That
would
be
the
witch
at Atelier sequence.
I'm behind.
I know you are.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I look forward to that sequence in Witch Hat Atelier. Oh, can I pause to say, Cappy was supposed to be camping this past weekend, so I downloaded Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh,
Wife is gone, time for an anime game. Unfortunately, camping trip canceled, so I'm left with an embarrassing anime game that I kind of can't play.
Sucks, man.
Man, that was a just for me game.
It's just part of the plot.
Listen, I didn't design this character, and if I did, would have made some different choices.
It
Good
will,
game though.
yeah. My
Tell you what.
Trails in the Sky experience has been similar because I'm like, yeah, this is normal. It's just some friends running around. And yes, they have playable cat ears that you can customize their outfits with.
No, it's not weird. It's they're adopted siblings, so it's legal. There's
Yeah, yeah.
nothing
It's totally
illegal
fine.
about it.
Yeah.
Socially weird, but not illegal.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that end of wrist?
Yes.
Cool. Dane time.
Oh, is Wrist on the spectrum?
Because he just like immediately says what's on his mind.
No, he has a whole section. Let me pull it up, where he's talking to his girlfriend, and he's talking about how he like doesn't understand people's emotions.
Oh
So
yeah, it's like
let me
the
read
stuff where
this.
he's like, yeah, go ahead.
Wrist. The touch of irritation in Nira's voice let Wrist know she had asked a question and he had not answered. Wrist had never been good at reading people, not like Kalen or Dan or anyone else for that matter. It had gotten him in trouble on more occasions than he could count. Was someone joking? Were they serious, sarcastic, annoyed? Wrist had never understood how everyone else seemed to know these things almost instinctively. Of course, if someone was smiling, he knew they were happy. Then again, that wasn't always true either. What's going on here?
Wait, that's a great point. Yeah, I mean that's totally a valid read. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Interesting.
It surprised me a bit because I hadn't necessarily read that as his character when his interactions
Yeah.
were with his friends and with Nira and other stuff. But
Yeah, and there's the whole other
yeah,
bit where he's sort of like he kind of says something to the effect of like, I don't know, I don't really ask people like how's your day or how
yeah.
you're feeling or whatever. He's like, I'm more interested in like bigger shit than that.
And
Which
he's like a books over girls thing, you know? So like, there's some patterns here.
well, I love him.
I know I love Wrist. I was actually curious if
Yeah.
Cahill was going for that with the character, which would be a
Man, it's hard to imagine him writing that sentence that you just read without that
yeah.
sort of being in mind.
That's why I marked it down. I was like,
Yeah,
that
especially
feels
with
like an
the whole
important
like
development.
mental health conversation that we
Mm-hmm.
talked about. I mean, yeah, it seems like the sort of thing he cares about. Also, Wrist, he's a big deal. Fane's paying attention to him. He's like the most badass candidate they've had in a very long time. So
Yeah, dude, if Kalen's magic is this cool, I'm very excited to see Wrist in action.
yeah, I want to see Wrist Unchained because it seems like he's going to be able to really blow shit up. So
Wrist blew up an Urrak before he knew how to do magic. Let's just put it like that.
Wrist or X Splitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do Dane. That's kind of all we got left.
Dane, let's go.
Okay. Dane talks to Alina. She's got big plans. He needs to be the head of this legendary fighting force, which 10 different.
You can't,
Go ahead.
hey, you can't skip over the in my opinion terrible love sequence with him and
yes, I can.
Mira.
When he like holds her up and does the Superman.
You, babe.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Doesn't he also like do the Superman with her? He like holds her up by the waist. He's like, wee.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, no, we were skipping that one, unfortunately. Yeah.
We'll skip
It's
it.
okay.
Cahill, I'm gonna give you a pass because I love you, but that was not your finest.
It honestly didn't bother me. I don't care.
It was
Whatever.
fun.
But yeah, it's also every character has like a wise old mentor. Now we got Marlon, who's just there, man. Like this same guy. He says wise things to his hothead.
I mean, there is a lot of parallel character structure in this book. Just one thing to note: you have the aged mentor. You have like the Dalen Belina, Dane Belina. You've got like Wrist even gets a new Dan Tommen at one point, like the jokey side buddy. Ella and Kalen both have their animals. Like there's a lot of like
Damon's
same thing happening on the other side of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. I said this our last thing. Holy shit, we got Dikadika. Let's be quick with Dane here. Okay, so the Anduri are getting reformed. There's a weird sequence where like 3 people tell him the exact same thing. They're like, the Voltarans will find it very important. They're like, oh yes, yeah, for sure. The seeing those Anduri are gonna gas them up. Anyways, yes, I guess it will mean a lot to the common folks to see these legendary warriors reformed.
Always 300 for some reason.
Who better to lead? Guy who hadn't been there for a long time, which he's quickly reminded of. So.
Yeah, he gets the classic, dick measuring contest where a guy who's like, "You didn't save my family." Very Islington sequence here.
Yeah, it
Like
really
when
is.
when you were 12, you didn't beat up 3 dragons.
I don't get why Alina is still mad at him.
I don't either. I don't either.
She knows the story, right?
Yeah.
This man got yeeted out a window twice. Like,
Yeah, they were gonna kill his whole family if he didn't leave. I mean, like, what
yeah,
do
what
you
the fuck
expect the
else
guy
was
to
he gonna
do?
do?
Anyway,
Okay,
but he
whatever.
does have a cool fight scene with the angry soldier. He beats the crap out of him. He slices his Achilles tendon, which was really
Yeah, I was
intense.
thinking that was pretty unfixable for a real long time in human history.
It's like, this guy's not going to be marching in a
Yeah,
week.
what do you do if it's
Well,
14th century Hungary and you pop an Achilles?
I think you're done. But he luckily has magic healers, so they fix him up real quick.
Yeah, punctured lung,
And
severed tendon, center of the healer. Like he does the quick like fucking the pit assessment.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he becomes Andurios, the leader of the Anduri, and everyone except the 43 deserters, which is
I was gonna say a lot of
like,
people are still not down, but
15% of the army leaves.
I do sort of agree with them. He's like, well, fuck them. I'd rather have people who are actually going to follow me.
Yeah,
and he
you
becomes
do,
a spearmaster
he
by
defeats a
dint of
spearmaster.
defeating a spearmaster.
Yeah.
He also, I don't know. He went to the school of hard knocks. I guess all the real killing was better prep than the fake killing that the spearmasters have been doing on the training field.
Yes, he did kill like 900 people in
You know what I
the
thought he was
novella.
going to do in this sequence?
What?
You use the spark and rip this guy's head off?
Yeah, it was interesting that he chose not. I guess he does make a comment later that Voltarans don't necessarily love the spark. Like they don't. They're more warrior vibes. Hand-to-hand combat, spears and swords kind of folks.
I think in his head he was probably more confident that he was going to win this fight than I was. Because if he were actually going to die, surely he would have just used the spark and not died.
And also, like, using the spark is just cheating. I think they wouldn't respect him as much.
Yeah, he also didn't know this guy was like actually going to try to kill him instead of do a duel until he started repeatedly trying to behead him. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
It is. And then they go marching. Oh, sorry, go for it.
Alina POV.
Yeah,
this is just before this, but they have a really strange exchange, and then Alina reflects on it, and I think they both might be completely fucking insane. Thoughts?
It's weird. Again, I don't really understand the conflicts. She's like, my beautiful brother, I hate him. I love him. I'm like, what's going on in your head?
But okay, when they're talking, and she gives them the plan, like, you're going to reform these guys, whatever, rebellion time. She also says, like, this is it. Final stand. Everyone dies or we're free. I was like, well, that's a big decision to make on behalf of all of your people.
Yeah.
Like, I get that someone's got to call the shots, but like, she did sound a little crazy. And again, how bad is Fane really? Like, are you going to get fucking everyone killed for... I know your parents died.
I mean, they've done it twice. Might as well go for a third.
Yeah, but don't get everyone in your kingdom killed in the process.
See,
right?
The difference is this time they made it out of their house.
It's better than the world's worst revolution. It could,
Yes.
it might be the second worst, but and then she also, after that sequence when we get her POV, she's like reflecting on, I don't know, just like being with Dane. She's like, he's different and kind of fucked up, like from what I can tell. There's
He's
a real
like
coldness in his eyes.
A little messed up in the head. But again, I'm a little messed up in the head.
Yeah, which I think we've been talking about, because he did just go in like a John Wick arc in The Exile, and
yes,
I don't know. I think there's something there, and we're going to be dealing with his mental stability.
Oh yeah,
through this whole thing.
We're also going to find their long lost brother, and I don't know when that's going to happen.
Dead sibling theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They're never dead.
They never are.
The call is always coming from inside the house.
I do think Garamont's kid is dead.
Yeah, that was also like 400 years ago, but yeah.
No. Was that? Yeah, you're probably right.
At some point in the last 400 years, he had a kid.
Okay. Could be an Aeson thing where he found a nice age gap wife. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to do Dikadika or this
No,
episode's
wait.
gonna be
Okay, because we have to cover
Go ahead.
chapter 35.
No, go ahead.
We get the wyvern fight sequence, and we get Dane turning into a human battering ram and Spark thrusting himself through a gate.
No,
and
that's
going
what he's
stabby,
useful
stabby.
for.
But he was very useful.
That's when the coldness in his eyes is not troubling. In fact,
and we get some great John Gwynne shield wall action, I will say.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
I miss our shield
poke,
wall.
Shield poke.
Yeah.
They kill some Lorians and they recruit some new Voltarans. And they are now going to march onward to bigger battles.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, leaps and bounds better than their parents' revolution. So
they made it
cool
up
stuff.
gates.
It's also a funny sequence where Dane like bursts into tears because they recovered his parents' armor.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why that struck me as odd. I don't know, man. Who gives a shit? They're still dead.
That's very callous of you.
I don't know. I feel like my parents got killed and they found like, here's your dad's shirt. Like, great.
It'd be
man
meaningful.
loved Eddie Bauer. Like, still dead. I don't know. Dikadika, man. Take me there.
Oh, baby.
We got
Kira good, Damon
convoluted
bad.
Plan. Who bad?
Kira good, Damon bad.
Damon bad. Unfortunately, Damon bad.
Mm-hmm.
Damon dumb. Yeah, okay. Well, this is the least important thing. We've heard a million fucking times that the refugee quarters do not have sewage systems, which is bad when you're in a mountain. So they are able to sneak in through the half-finished sewer tunnels. But we get the crafts mage, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So she finishes the tunnel and let them into the refugee quarters.
And gives them a pocket watch.
What did you think about that?
It's a pocket watch with standard Earth time of 12-hour increments. And
yes,
I was like,
okay. I had the exact same thought. I was like, all right, well, maybe more credence to the we're on Earth theory.
The Sun Tzu theory.
The art of war, yeah. It struck me a little bit like Dan flipping a shit when he saw the ball deer.
Yeah. Holy shit.
This thing is fucking tiny. Whoa. Yeah.
He had a similar reaction to the Vertux, the little
like
mini elephant
furry
things.
beast of burden. Yeah.
These things are fucking crazy. I can't believe they're letting their kids pet them.
Yeah. This is the least important shit we got to said about Dikadika.
This is it. This is the big stuff.
And long story also I felt there's a part in Wind and Truth where there's like all this like Sons of Honor fucking secret society stuff that got really convoluted. And at some point, Sanderson has two characters recite the plan. It's like, hold on, what's up with all these secret societies? And then someone explains it. Yeah, Cahill knew what he was doing and he had Dallin and Belina recite the plan because he knew that it did not make sense. So anyways,
here's what we're going to do.
So and then one of them is like fourth wall breaking. He's like, it's a pretty simple plan. I don't think we need to recite it. Whatever. Honestly, I appreciated it because I did not know what they were doing.
Yeah, it's good at Ocean's 11 montage.
Yeah.
You know?
Grab the assassin, bring him out, talk to Ivan, try to arrange a meeting.
Yeah.
Not really that complicated.
And it works. And then, you know who fucks up the second meeting in a row?
Well, I was gonna talk about Belina's plan to get past the Kingsguard, which is smearing her own blood all over her face and saying, he's gonna kill me. Yeah.
She's the best. She really is hit or miss for me, but that was a good scene.
It's not that he's doing anything wrong with Belina. I just think I need her in small doses.
Exactly.
It's like if I had to have a grape soda with every meal.
Which is
I like maybe grape soda.
It might not be the future because I was looking at a Cahill Q&A he did recently. Mm-hmm. And I said he wants to write multiple vignettes or short stories with just Dane and Belina,
Just in it, like from
like
their time together.
Exile 2.0 vibes.
I mean, the thing is, I would still enjoy them. I
Yeah.
just also by the end of the sequence, I think we do start to see a slightly different Belina.
Yeah.
Like taking, I don't know. I mean, she
And
just fought in like a kind of bona fide war, and I
we
think like
do, yeah. We
her
get the
glibness wears
honor.
off a little bit. Yeah,
There's the good honor and religion conversation. There's the
yeah.
Ballad of the Breaker of Chains, which was a cool sequence.
Shout out Galen's dad.
Yeah, what the fuck? We get
He's
some,
got a whole ballad.
and I don't know. Let's zero in on that. So, my understanding was that he broke his oath when it was time to like kill, when he was ordered to kill without good reason, and that assumedly helped stop a war.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out. I was trying to piece together like what is the significance of that, because it was clearly a capital B big deal,
Yeah.
for multiple races, the Ongans, the elves, the like.
This is
So I don't
so
know what
lazy of me,
war.
but I know that we're getting a Kalen's dad novella.
Yeah. Okay.
And
That's a good
rather
point.
than digging too deep into the ballad, I was like,
I'm
well,
sorry.
we're going to get the full like IMAX version of this in like 4 episodes from now.
Sorry for reading in order,
I know I probably should have paid more attention, but I was just like, this is cool. He's a big deal. Can't wait to read the novella. So,
Yeah.
So they have a weird negotiation with the assassin where he's like,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I will just tell you guys whatever. Just don't kill me.
I mean, valid.
Yeah, fair enough. So, and unfortunately, he doesn't really know who sent him to do the killing. So
No, totally useless.
Yeah, not like ultimately not helpful at all. So
yeah, that's pretty lame. We do get some serious heavy stupid foreshadowing here, which doesn't turn out to be the case, but a full quote: "If Dalin Varander had been king of Beldwar instead of Daemon Bryn, this all would have been different." It's like, okay.
I guess let's save that conversation for the end.
Yeah.
The whole, yeah, okay, we'll get there. The more consequential conversation is with Ivan, because the assassin's kind of a nothing burger. He agrees to, well, they tell him the truth, right? And he agrees to talk to Daemon, see if they can arrange a meeting between him and Dalin and sort of try to broker some sort of peace treaty between him and Kira. He does it, and Dalin fucking blows it.
He really blew it, man.
Kira sends him in with pumpkins and food and creepy furry ox friends, all this shit. And Dalin makes it through like 4 sentences before losing his temper. And
he's like, "You're
a
dummy pussy. You'll never be your dad."
Crazy. Belina rightly lays into him, but like, how the fuck could he not hold his temper for one exchange?
Because he had to crawl through a shit tunnel.
He was poopy.
He was cranky.
Okay. I was angry. Well, eat one of the
also, again,
pumpkins.
Let's go back to the fact that he's like 18 years old.
Rise to the occasion, man. I'm sorry. You got to step up. This is a big internship. Don't fuck it up.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't end up mattering because I think Damon's been doing some self-reflection. Realizes maybe he has been kind of a shitty king. Daddy, you didn't like daddy problems?
I really didn't like his tiny redemption arc.
I don't think he was redeemed for shit. He ruined everything.
He did ruin everything.
He didn't set anything right.
I guess, okay, maybe less redemption. It's more like an empathy arc. We get the POV and he's like, "I'm just sad and I miss my dad and I just wanted to be good.
I just want to be good like my dad." Yeah, that is tough. Is this
and
like
I hate these fucking flowers.
It's like he's like the Jacob Dylan of, or no, he's Chet Hanks.
Ooh, Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks I think he could play Damon in the adaptation.
Yeah, I'm in.
Big dwarf time. Sorry.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought Ivan had some good points in this conversation. He had the any group of people is 3 meals away from chaos, which I thought was actually a really good line.
Yeah.
when it comes
Yeah,
to
it's
governance.
yeah, I feel like that's a theme through a lot of this. Is like
Yeah.
king should be a servant of the people, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not about the title; it's about
But
keeping your people happy.
yeah, but as Damon is reflecting and thinking about how he can grow as a person,
It's time
a
to start throwing
fucking
some bolts.
crossbow bolt
Yeah.
shoots through his guard.
Another thing that Ivan was right about: those fucking dwarves are treacherous. Can't
Yeah,
trust them as far as you could throw them.
Ivan on his deathbed's like, I knew it.
I knew it. I knew they sucked. I told you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is very confusing. I'm still confused. I guess all I know is that it wasn't Kira's people, and it was
No,
definitely Pulron's people, and
Polron's
probably the other one.
people.
Yeah.
But there is a weird. I was also confused because there's like some sort of like group that was visiting from afar that they referenced as some other something or something, but it was Polron's people, but it was also someone else's people. Like I don't know. The whole point being it was a different dwarf faction than Kira, and uh they get in a little fight.
Yeah. I mean, this is when I think I've noticed it before, but Cahill loves people's teeth getting broken in fights. There's a lot of people getting stabbed in the mouth and their teeth
Bro,
getting snapped and shit. I find that
Ivan's
very
just shoving
gross.
his sword in people's mouths. He's the king of
It's
it.
crazy that I'm reading and stopping and be like, is that hard? Could I aim a sword through
Yeah.
someone's mouth? I don't think I could, but I'm
Why
not
does
Ivan.
Ivan get all the creative? He killed a guy with a book in the mouth also, I think,
Jesus Christ.
in book 1
That's
or
it,
book 2.
man. He gets. Oh, yeah, that was the Wind and Truth beatdown.
Just
Yeah,
pop,
fuck,
pop.
that was crazy. Yeah, he ends up getting stabbed too with like a Gimli axe, like the points of
Yeah.
it. That was interesting. I was thinking about that one a lot.
Yeah.
This was like a pretty fucking bloody throwdown here, like
I thought this
real
was a
close
good
quarters, horrible. Yeah.
climax to Dikadika.
No,
Yeah.
this was great. Like I really enjoyed this ending sequence. Great fight scene.
Mm-hmm. Of
Kira comes in and saves the day. Like,
course.
and man, Ivan and Damon, they're cooked. They're
R.I.P.
dead. No dead
Yeah.
sibling theory.
To be honest, we hadn't lost a main character in a while.
I'm trying to think, like Kaylin's I think Kaylin's dad, I guess dad and mom was like pretty surprising.
But that was almost like a whole book ago.
It's book 1.
Yeah. I mean, we had like Rhett dying.
Yeah.
Also book 1.
But they're like, there have been some bit characters who've died,
Yeah,
like the wacky Windrunner pilot and stuff like
exactly.
that. But I mean,
Some
Ivan's
elves
been
here
like
and there.
one of our like kind of tertiary POV
Mhm.
characters and shit. Like he's
This is a big kill off. This is a big one.
And Damon, geez, big character.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense. Like I like their
I'm glad you got to do
being
it at some
gone
point.
creates all kinds of interesting narrative stuff here.
And at some point, you got to kill a main character. You know, you can't just.
It's fantasy, baby. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't all survive.
Yeah.
So okay, Ivan's secret goes to the grave with him.
Hilarious.
What the fuck?
So does Damon's.
Damon, what's Damon's? Oh, his self-owning.
Yeah. I mean, he tells Ivan, but nobody else. And
I guess Dahlin.
I mean, Dahlin said it, but nobody believed him.
Yeah, and Dahlin's like also been withholding that information a
Right.
lot because people will rightly freak the fuck out if they know.
And Polron is dead. Who
Polron's
he conspired with.
Crazy. I'm just really surprised that Ivan never was faced with his own like treachery. That's wild.
It made originally I thought it would make me dislike the character more, and I ended up making me like the character more. Like I came around on Ivan at the end. I didn't like him in many parts of his character development.
Well, actually, I can't remember if I came around on him, but by the end, I definitely liked him.
Yeah, at the very end, yeah.
It's a weird thing where it's like, yeah, it makes sense. He could have died with this. Like the truth did not need to come out.
Right.
But it's very odd to have that be part of a narrative and have it not come out. Like
exactly.
Just like from a plot standpoint, it's really strange to set that up and then not have anything come of it.
But I guess it's not consequential, you know? There's no deeper plot happening.
And now that he's not around, it almost doesn't matter because whatever, the horse is out of the barn, right?
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
the fucking fade came in, they're
Yeah.
fucked. So like, what they're the only thing that ever would have come of it was Ivan gets punished.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it'll come up somehow, but
But
I
they
kind of
both
don't
die
think it.
as heroes. Yeah.
Yeah, probably won't come up.
No, I don't think
That's
so.
a very interesting one. I wonder if I would have loved to ask Cahill about that decision.
Yeah.
To see, I'm sure there's a reason for it, but I just don't know what it is. So we're kingless, and man, I thought we were ready for King Dahlin.
Nope.
There was a tremendous amount of hinting to that point, and they just picked, what's the guy's name? Olmeg?
Oleg.
Oleg, yeah, that guy. The human dwarven ambassador.
The guy was just sweaty and running in the tunnels for like
Yeah,
a few chapters here and there.
yeah. Well, it'll be better than Damon. I promise you that.
It was such a quick bow to wrap on this whole story. It's like, Oleg, you're king, and
Oleg,
Talon.
you are in this room right now. You seem great.
And also, like, then Kira telling Talon, like, all right, get out of here, scamper.
Take Belina with you. She's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get out of here and put us off screen for another book?
Man. Do you think anything's going to come of the Dahlin shall become king of Beldor thing?
Maybe. I mean, the one dwarf lady had a crush on him, Namara.
That's some classic Belina stuff right there. Belina had a little crush on her.
Yeah, she did.
What was it? 5 hours?
Little love triangle.
Yeah, she said she needed 5 hours with her. My goodness.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's two open questions. Like, one, are Dalin and Belina going to go squat up at Berona, where everybody else is
Right.
going?
They talked about going to find Aeson, which makes sense.
And then two, are we going to get any more content in Dikadika? Or is this it?
Yeah, I wonder what there will be aside from eventually there's going to be a big war and they'll probably recruit Kira's people. But
Well, unless Kira becomes a main character, which she very well could be.
yeah. No, a lot of questions left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue where this goes, but
Yeah.
it
But
would
it was
be
a
really
great place to
strange
wrap.
leave.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel very satisfied that we wrapped up like
Mhm.
3 storylines in this section.
Yeah. A good, yeah, this is kind of just as far as we got in the books, but it did end with like, it was very neatly wrapped up. Dikadika ends, like Galen makes it out of the desert unless he's in Demon City and it's a mirage.
Right.
And like the revolution's underway with Dane. So, yeah, it
And
does feel like
the pacing
In
got
what?
way better. The pacing was a little rough at the start of this section.
Yeah.
A little slow. It was a little montagey.
Yeah, it did get a little homeworky for me.
Mhm.
Like, it's probably the first time in this series that I was like, I gotta read, man. I gotta sit
Yeah.
down and read. But I highly doubt I will feel like that for the rest of this book. So
No.
yeah. Do you wanna do a 1-star review of our book and then maybe get out of here?
I think so. I think so.
Do you got it?
Let me pull it up.
First
There
of
you
all,
go.
thanks for sending this in.
Yeah.
And honestly, wasn't too hurtful.
No, it was great.
No, we're out of our depression phase. We're good.
1 star. Book 2 is better podcast. They say you should always criticize the things you love. If that is true, this podcast must have really loved Sun Eater. You can tell because they always mention that, actually, we really like this book, which at this point should be the show's slogan. True. Strangely, that same logic does not seem to apply to anime, with titles like Reincarnated in my mom's basement as a vending machine, which get almost as much praise as the books being reviewed. 1 star, but I'm now interested in learning more about cacti.
1, cacti are great. 2,
Yeah.
2, cautious hero. The hero is overly powered but overly cautious is good. We are
So
not
good.
being ironic.
Mashal Muscles and Magic, #1 show out there.
3, I'm not going to lie to you guys. There have been times when I've said, actually, we like this, and I didn't like it. I'm not going to point to anything
so
specific,
disappointing. That's so
but there have
disappointing.
been times when I've lied. It said I've liked something and I really didn't. And I'm going to keep saying I like everything I read.
I think we strike a pretty good balance as critics and lovers of what we read.
Yeah.
Hadrian got us a little dark, and so we feel like, so people keep listening to us, we need to actually find things we like.
It's tough too, because like as many of these series I've read, I've learned that like book 3 of any series, you've lost me. If I'm reading them in sequence, like it has nothing to do with that particular book. Like I love Oathbringer. I fucking hated Oathbringer when I read it the first time because it was my 3,000th page of Stormlight in a row, and I was tired of it. And yes, A Prison of Piss and Pain was the 3,000th page of Hadrian that we read in a row, and I just like wasn't in a good headspace to do it. So it is what it is. I wish we could just make it a show where we only bring books we love, but like just due to scheduling, we pick a series and we figure out if we're loving it as we're going through.
Yeah.
And try not to be too negative, but you know.
Yeah. I mean you're spot on. Like this happens to me with most series I read because I tend to binge really hard when I find a new series I like. And then, by the third book of Brent Weeks, I was like, if I think about colors one more time, I'm going to kill myself.
Dude, my latest insomnia thing was I read a summary of books 4 and 5 of Lightbringer because I really wanted to know what happened. And I just knew that I was not probably going to be able to power through those books.
I'm staring at it right now.
Seems like it jumped the shark a little bit.
It did.
I think it might have jumped the shark from page 3, but regardless.
But yeah, all that being said, it's tough because, we're now, I don't know. Yeah, I think we're about 3,000 pages into Cahill. And so, yeah, you're going to hit a little bit of a lull, but
yeah,
it is genuinely fun. It would be
really
nice
like
to
this series,
throw a Vonnegut or like a, another Pratchett in between each book. That would make us a little happier, maybe.
Yeah. And I feel like, can we say what we're considering reading next? Because I feel like it's like getting close to being written in pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Why don't you introduce it because it's your idea?
Black-Tongue Thief.
Hello. Yes,
hello.
Very exciting.
Very pumped.
And
yes,
we might do an author deep dive because I had to shelve it for this series, but I was reading Between Two Fires, same author.
Yep.
Unbelievable. So good. Yep. So good. And like would love to read that for the show.
And I've read The Daughter's War, which is the prequel to Black-Tongue Thief, which I don't think I necessarily want us to read on the pod, but the second book, or I guess now third book in that series, is coming out in October. So yeah, that's the rough plan. And then, Ave, I got Ships of Magic sitting on my shelf.
Oh,
we might go Robin Hobb in 2027.
We've talked about doing. It does feel like discussing. It would be like it'd be like Rockio having a podcast and commenting on the Bible. Like I hold Hobbs so sacred that I feel like it'll be weird to throw her into the vibe of this show, but I also am dying to read that series, and I kind of don't have time to read stuff not for the show. So yeah, I think that's what we're looking at in the coming months. But I mean, still, we're halfway through the book cube. Which is of War and Ruin, and we've got another Chungus after this. So way more Valeris to come.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay. Well, with that, I wish you good night. Kind of wish I'd written the whole summer in the style of Rocky. That was really fun.
I was really cool.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It kind of brought me back to a moment that it was a special moment.
It was. I miss it. Okay. Well,
back when my partner was like, "Why are you doing this?"
You look so unhappy on the couch with A Prison of Piss and Pain.
You're just so mad.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, we'll be back in like a week with the next quarter of this book. Yeah, pretty dead set on 4. And yeah, keep checking in with us. We appreciate all the messages, everything that we've gotten. Okay, Travis, can you end with a joke?
Trying to think.
Okay, I got one for you.
Giddy.
What do you call a pony with a cough?
What? A
A
little
little
horse?
horse. Good
Yeah, I got
night.
it. I got it.